Salve omnes, welcome to this video lesson on section 34 of Fabulae Faciles. This is the battle between Heracles' army and the Amazons. He's on his quest to get the girdle of the Amazon queen for King Eurystheus. Palus erat non magna inter duos exercitus. There was a swamp not too big between the two armies. So there was a not big swamp, in other words, a small swamp between the two armies. Neutri tamen initium transiunti facere volebant. Neither of the two sides, neutri, nevertheless, wanted to make a beginning of crossing over it, right? You don't want to get caught in crossing a swamp with the other army attacking you meanwhile. Tandem, at last, Hercules signum dedit. Hercules gave the sign, or the signal. Et ubi paludem transiet, and when he crossed the swamp, prolium commissit, he committed to battle. Amazones impetum virorum fortissime sustineverunt. The Amazons sustained or withstood the attack of the men very bravely, very strongly, fortissime. Et contra opinionem omnium tantam virtutem praestituerunt, and against the opinion of all, that is, of all the old patriarchal, misogynistic people of that time, they showed such great virtus, and again, this is like manliness or courage or bravery, and there's definitely a little play on the fact that they are not men, but they have this quality, right? So contrary to the opinion of all that time, they showed such great manliness or courage, ut multos eorum occiderent, that they slew or killed occiderent. That's a perfect subjunctive, by the way. Many of them, multos eorum. And this, of course, is many of the men who are with Heracles. Multos etiam in fugum conjecerent. And they also threw many of them into flight, or maybe cast many of them into flight, to use an older English idiom. This means basically they made the men run away. Viri enim novo genere pugnae perturbabantur, for the men, enim viri, were disturbed, perturbabantur, by the strange or new nature of the fight, novo genere pugnae. Nec magnam virtutem praestabant, nor did they show great, and here's that word again, manliness or courage. Hercules autem. So it's a little funny that the men are not showing virtus and the women are showing the virtus, right? But the men are the weary. There's definitely a play on that throughout this story. Hercules autem, Hercules, however, cum haec videret, when he saw these things, meaning how the battle was turning out badly for his guys and well for the Amazons, de suis fortunis desperare coipit, he began to despair concerning his own fortunes. Milite sigitur, therefore, vehementer cohortatus est, he strongly encouraged, vehementer cohortatus est, the soldiers, milites, ut pristinae virtutis memoriam retenerent, that they retain or keep the memory, memoriam, of their old time or their earlier virtus, right, manliness or courage. Neo tantum de ducis admitterent, de decus rather, neo tantum de decus admitterent, and that they not allow such a great dishonor. hostiumque impetum fortiter sostenerent, and that they withstand the attack of the enemies bravely. Okay, now all of this, the ut clause and then the ne clause, starting with nel there, that's all indirect command after cohortatus est. Quibus verbis, by means of which words? Onamos omnium ita erexit. He erexit, lifted up all of their courage, their spirits, onamos omnium. Or might even say all their minds, ita, in such a way, ut multi etiam, qui vulneribus confecti essent, proelum sine mora red integrarent. That, and here this ut clause is another result clause. The ita is the signpost word that tells you it's coming. He lifted up their spirits, their courage, in such a way that many, even of those who had been done in by wounds or had been kind of heavily affected by wounds, vulneribus confecti, renewed, redintegrarent, the battle, proelium, without delay, sine mora. All right, well, that is the end of section 34. So I hope you learned a few things there about the myth, or maybe about vocabulary or grammar, or at least reviewed something. Oleta omnes.